Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hi, Suzanne. I see that you already ordered the items that we're going to be playing with today. So good for you. You're going to have them hopefully in a few days. And I was glad to see that some people were interested in making what I'm going to make today. I always, well, I shouldn't say I always, recently, I've been trying to plan what we're going to do so I can have some of the supplies available for you. Hey, Cordelia. And I appreciate letting me know that you can see and hear me. Thank you, Suzanne. But yeah, so I've been trying to be a little bit proactive in planning what we're going to do because I do truly try my best to give you guys a tutorial on these Sunday afternoons. I know that I always start out chit-chatting with you, catching you up on my Montana adventures. And it was actually 35 degrees today, so that might seem cold, but it actually was pretty nice out compared to what we had. And that's above freezing, so some of the icicles have started to melt on our cabin, which is nice. And we actually were able to turn off the gas fireplace, which is great because I hate running that gas fireplace all the time. But so yeah, so I've been trying to plan out what we're gonna do on Sundays, which means there is some prep work that I have to do to kind of create what I'm going to be showing you today. But I truly want it to be a tutorial as well as a visiting session and an opportunity to catch up with everybody from the week that we just had. I also wanted to let you know that my kid of the month, Cordelia's 44 degrees. Yeah, we're supposed to be in our 40s by the end of the week, but that's pretty nice actually. We only got to about 44. We would welcome 44 here. Hey, Lords, how are you? I put your happy mail in the mail to you, so I hope you get it soon. Had a lot of fun playing with the stamp set. Thank you so much, lady. I really appreciate that. And I got her cards. So I've gotten a few cards from people that want to participate in the card exchange. So hopefully you guys are getting your cards in the mail to me so that way we can I can share some of your cards and your makes because I would love to be able to do that on my channel. Robin says it's in the teens here in central New York. Woo! Yeah, that's chilly. But there's a big difference between negative degrees and low degrees, I've come to find out. We're just still getting used to everything. I feel like I've become more grungy. I have more and more flannels, and I have my Crocs. Never thought I would buy Crocs, but I do have Crocs, and they have lining in the middle and the inside of the shoes, and they're wonderful. And the Crocs are great because they're for inside and out. And we step out onto our porch to take the dog out regularly, so it's nice not to have to put on my shoes when I can just slip my Crocs on. So definitely a change in lifestyle for sure. Hi, Leslie. Welcome from Georgia. Glad to have you. The kid of the month is almost done, and I'm going to share with you the make that we're going to be doing next week. If you are a part of my Patreon community, which means that you're a Backstage Pass holder or a creative member, you're going to get the kit early. So I'm going to get the kit to you next Sunday, and then the rest of the community will have access to it later on in the week. It is the February kit of the month, and it's a good one. I've had a lot of fun playing with it, and I thought I would give you a little share of what we're going to be doing next week. So let me transition down, and we will get this party going. I actually am having a cocktail today. Let's see here. Here we go. A fireball shot with some ginger ale. So I'm having a little cocktail. Hey, Deidre. So yeah, it's cocktail hour for me. I don't know about for the rest of y'all, but it is cocktail hour for me here in Montana. So let me transition down, y'all, and we will get going. All right. So as a reminder, if you do want to participate in my card exchange, here is the address in Reed Point, Montana. Our theme this month is friendship, so do try to stick within the theme if possible, and that's what I'm going to be sharing. I think I'm going to, let's see here, I think I'm going to do the share not next weekend, but the weekend after that. So the 4th of February is when I'm going to do the card share. So try to get me your cards before the 4th, and I will reciprocate to you. I'll get your cards out in the next week or so, for those of you that have sent me a card. And we'll have to come up with a new theme. So I'll have a new theme for you on the day that I actually share your cards. But here is the address if you do want to participate in the card exchange, and I certainly hope that you do. So Robin, yes, the kit's a good one. Every once in a while, I do a big kit, and this is a bigger kit. So let me share with you this kit. So it was certainly inspired. I don't always have a plan for what I'm going to do. I just kind of start creating. And this kit was inspired by all those photo booth projects we've been making. It is a mini journal book, and you're going to get printouts to be able to do this. Of course, the stamping is my own personal stamps, but you're going to get paper to do this, and I thought we would make this little book next week. And I really wanted to showcase, because some of the items that I used in the journal book are items that we've made in the live. If you remember, we made these tickets a few weeks ago in one of the lives. A lot of you may think I'm crazy for making all these little smalls, but I do make these smalls to go into these journals. And as you can see, as I create journals, I use a lot of the items that we've made. So this is one of the Tim Holtz dies, and then I just made this little tag to go in here. And I'm just, again, I know we're going to be working with this kit next week, but I'm hoping this will encourage you guys to maybe join my creative membership or to join my Backstage Pass, because you will get access to my kits early for my live. I know several of you already are part of my Backstage Pass. Robin, of course, and Lords, you are part of my Backstage Pass, I want to say. I hope that's right. I know that, terrible here, Suzanne is part of my Backstage Pass. In fact, let's see if I can find my membership sheet. I don't think I've updated it, and I need to, and I need to fix this so it sees everybody. But yeah, the Backstage Pass gives you access to all of my digitals, and you get my new kits of the months early. And then, of course, the creator membership is a mere $5 a month, and you will still get the kit early. Well, you get the kit of the month, but you don't get access to all of my printables. That would just be crazy, wouldn't it? But yeah, so if you would like to support the channel, and if you like getting digitals, then consider joining the Backstage Pass, because it does certainly support the channel. All right, so yeah, so a lot of these items that you see are things that we've made. And that is what I hope to do, is with some of the printables and some of the projects, is to show you how you can use some of these things. Yes, that's right, Robin, thank you. Plus, you get the classes for free. If you're a Backstage Pass holder, you get it for free, and if you're a creative member, you get a discount. So I think it's a bargain, and I try to continue to be creative for you guys. But yeah, I even made in this new kit, you guys are going to get ID cards. So if you didn't have all the stamps we've been playing with, I wanted you to be able to make your own ID cards. And I made some um, created ones as well as some blank ones, so you can put your own photos if you have them. So this is just some of the items you'll be getting in the kits coming out. And then just a lot of fun. As you can see, here's one of the items we made last week, I want to say, right? And then this was the book that we created. So just a way to use some of the things we've been making. And this kit will come to you guys. My creative membership will get it, as well as the Backstage Pass. We'll get it to you next Sunday. And then the rest of the group will have access to it by the 1st. So my name on Instagram is Taylormadecards4u. So it'd be at, let's see if I can type that for you. So that's my Instagram right there, Lords, and certainly would love for you guys to follow me on Instagram as well. That's where I do a lot of my sharing. All right, so I hope you guys are excited about the new kit coming out. I think it's going to be a good one. And like I said, you'll be getting that before next Sunday. I hope I'm not making anybody dizzy here. I'm trying to make my camera straight. All right, hopefully that's straight. Okay, so today, if you saw the information on my shop, don't forget your shop channel. Links to the shop are in the description box. Taylormadecards4u.com. Just do the .com for my shop, and that's easy to get to as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make some faux tickets. So these are what we're going to make, and they started out like this. They started out blank. And then I created these tickets, and what I love about these tickets is they do have the perforation, so you can tear this off here. These are true tickets. They're just blank. Oh, my shop channel on Instagram. Yes, Robin. If you ever, and that's just hit and miss, but I do have a shop on Instagram as well. And so yeah, I do have a shop on Instagram as well if you want to follow them both. I have to invoice you through Instagram, but most of the stuff that I do on Instagram I also have in my Wix shop. So you guys can find me all over the place. But yeah, so what we're going to make are these tickets. And I did put links in the description box if you guys want to get some of your own tickets to create. But this is what we're going to be creating today. And then I also put links for these vintage catalog cards. I have a lot of these, you guys. And I thought it would be fun to create, again, little journal pages. So hopefully we'll have time to do both. But I did leave links to both of these. And I made a few of these. I thought we could maybe decorate them up because these work really fun for your tickets if you put them in journal books. And then, as I was cleaning out my, see, this one's a little bit bigger. But as I was cleaning out, still trying to get my room in order. In fact, did you guys see my closet is all done? Let me share because I'm excited about that. So you're gonna have to look behind me, and I'll try to move my big head. Let's see. So yeah. So if you look behind me, let's see if I can adjust the camera. Oh, it goes this way. Is that right? I don't know. But anyway, you can kind of see the closet behind me, right up here. My husband painted it. It used to be that terrible teal, and now it's white. And I've been trying to get real organized. Let me see if I can get my head out of the way so you guys can see this. There we go. But yeah, so it's got some shelves, and I've been trying to get it organized. And then we ordered a shelf piece to go right in the middle. So hopefully that will just really keep my items organized. Like I said, a lot of my my craft room is a lot smaller here in, I don't say a lot, it's smaller here in Montana. So I'm having to kind of rethink how I organize here. But I was real happy with the closet. My husband just finished painting it, and now I'm starting to reorganize it. And as I was putting things away, I found these little books. I did put a link in the description box to remind you of the video we did on this. But I also created with these little catalog cards a little box to hold this little book. Isn't that cute? So if we have time, I'll show you how to make this box. And then the book is in the link that I shared with you in the description box. And I do have this for sale, so if you're interested in this one, it is for sale. I'm going to finish this one. This one isn't quite finished, but this one will go for sale also as soon as I finish it. But yeah, so a lot of things that you can do with these little catalog cards. And if I have time, I'll show you how to make this box. Otherwise, we'll have to save it for another day. But yeah, let's get into the tickets, because that's what we're going to do today. So originally, I wasn't going to play with this stamp set again. I know that we've done it over the last couple of weeks, and my thought was you guys must be getting tired of this stamp set, because I've played with it the last several weeks, and I actually did put it away. But then I found, again, as I'm cleaning up, I found those tickets, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to create some faux tickets? So I hope that you guys aren't getting bored of this stamp set. But it is just so versatile, and you can do so much with it. And I also have Kathy Holden's stamp set here that we can incorporate, along with some of those other signature stamp sets. Hey, Craft by Jay, thanks for joining. I know you joined last week, and I appreciate that. So I'm glad to see you again. But these are some of the stamp sets we're going to be working with again today. So I hope you guys, again, aren't too bored with that stamp set. But I thought these faux tickets were just a blast, so I thought we would make some. So if you order the tickets, you're going to get 40 tickets for $3. And I have it, yeah, I have a few stamps, Jay. I have it in the description box if you want to get some of these tickets. So these are a lot of fun to create, and I love projects like this because you can make so many different designs with, you know, with the same type of project. So I'm going to start out by just adding some brown. And you know what's great about this is we can stamp several at the same time. I think I'm going to just do 2 at a time rather than the 4, but you certainly could do 4, I guess. All right, so let's just add some brown, and I'm using, again, my favorite color, Walnut Stain. But there's other colors in Tim's palette, of course. Maybe we'll bring in another color as well. Just kind of looking up and seeing what I got. Maybe we'll use old paper. That's more of a greenish tin, but we'll see what we can come up with. And I am doing this intentionally where I'm leaving harsh marks. If I was trying to blend, I'd be going a lot slower and a lot more structured in my inking, but I like the harsh marks, especially with tickets. Vintage Photo is a great color. Let me see. Vintage Photo still is more of a brown. I think I'm going to go with something a little bit more color. So this is old paper. And I know you guys are probably falling out of your seats because you never see me use anything but walnut stain, right? But yes, I do have the other colors in my arsenal. I just tend to stick to my favorites. Hi, Monica. Good to see you. Monica just signed up as a, and I hope I'm saying this right, Monica, if I remember correctly, as one of my creative members. And she signed up for the class, I want to say, too. So I'm excited to have her in our group. All right, so this is this is old paper. So let's just add some color, and it's going to be a little bit of a green tinge, which is okay. I just want to kind of mix it up a little bit. And that's pretty good. You can kind of see that it has that green tinge in it, which is kind of fun. So yeah, so don't be afraid to mix and match your colors. And look at Cordelia bringing out her Spanish. Good for you, girl. All right, and then once we stamp it all, I'll do the edging. So I think that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and get out my Misty. I know walnut stain is like my best friend. And I brought out another color, so I'm sure it's probably having a little bit of a, you know, hissy fit here. I'm going to take a little cocktail drink. All right, so tickets. I love these because the stamps for Tim Holtz, if you just have the Tim Holtz stamps, you can easily make these tickets. But we have a few extras, and what I love about these too is I have the word ticket, but I also have the word perfection that just fit perfectly along with this little finger stamp. So let me find my perfection and ticket. So we're going to use both of these. One says ticket and one says perfection. So I'm just going to kind of line it up right below the number. And we'll save that for the next stamping. All right. And I'm going to do these. I'm going to do these with red. And the red I've been using is Archival Ink Barn Door is the one that I've been using. It's the one on my desk. And I've been really happy with the way that it looks. So let's just kind of keep working with what works. All right. So I'm just going to, we're going to do 2 tickets at a time here. And you can easily sit down one afternoon and create multiple tickets, right? I mean, this is like a afternoon project where you don't really know what you're going to make, but you want to be crafty. And this is a good project to make when you don't know exactly what you want to make. All right, so the next thing I want to use is the finger. It sounds funny when I say that, right? We'll use the finger stamp. And it's not the bad finger, it's the pointy finger. Is there a bad finger? I think people make it out to be a bad finger, right? It's just a finger after all. I'm sure, you know, when God gave us 5 fingers, he didn't categorize one finger as bad, right? Can thank humanity for that. All right, so let's, this is ground espresso. And this is the pointy finger. Again, I am working off of the eccentric stamp set, which, again, I don't like to say you should buy this, but if you want to get your money's worth, that stamp set is fabulous. So Robin, it's interesting you say that you like the brushes better, and I like them both, but I like the blenders better because the brushes, I don't get enough ink on my paper. With the blenders, I can get, you know, I can get darker darker colors, but with the brushes, I'm not able to get as dark as I like it. But I do use the brushes. Yes, exactly, Cordelia. That's exactly what I'm saying. You read my mind, girl. All right, so we've got the finger stamps here. All right, and then one stamp set that I hadn't used until these tickets was this 4.5, which actually it worked out pretty well. Let me see if I have another one I can use. I guess I could also use, do I have, let me see, I'm just taking a look. Claim check would fit there also, so let's do that. Yes, Delina. Same time every Sunday, 3 p.m. Mountain, I am live. So y'all set your YouTube channels with that bell so that way you will be notified when I go live. But this is where you can find me. This is where you can find me when you want to do something on Sunday afternoon, because this is where I will be. All right, so now we've got the first part of the ticket complete. And I think this has a little bit more room here. So let me see what I could add there. And it's going to be in red, so it's probably going to be a number. So let's see. Let's see what I can find here. I'm just digging into my stuff here. Let's see. Maybe a year. Maybe I'll put a year there. This is where these kind of come into play, right? 1869. Let's do that. Let's do it the right way. Yes, 5 o'clock Eastern. That's right. Hey, Kim. Haven't seen you in a while, girl. Nice to see you. All right. So there we go. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. 1869. And I think I'll leave that. I don't want to put another number because my 57311 might get confused. But you know what? Let me see here. What does that say? I think I have a stamp that says NO for number. Let me see if I can find that. Somewhere around here, right? Numero, that's number, but I want just the N-O. The no. Well, I can't, let me see. Still looking, guys, still looking. Oh, there it is. I knew I had one. All right, so we can put this, we can actually do this on both sides, right? All right, I don't like this light. Is that better? My husband is going to do something with my lighting, but I didn't like that light coming right down on us. All right, so this is just the N-O for number. All right. Ooh, I like that. It's a little crooked, but that's all right. All right, so that's the top part. I think we're doing good. What do you guys think so far? Pretty good? Pretty good? All right. Now we're going to work on the bottom portion. So let's see. And we're going to pick out some paper dolls. The paper dolls that we're working with. Kim, yes, I did move from Arizona. I'm now in Montana. Crazy, right? So let's see. I've got, these are the smaller ones. And I separated my paper dolls by size, which actually works really well for me. Let's see if we can maybe, I kind of like the couples on these tickets. I don't know why. You know, when you're traveling with someone, ooh, they look like travelers, don't they? When you're traveling with someone, you know, you want to go with your spouse or your brother. These two guys are brothers, I've decided. And they're going on a trip. And these two might be on their honeymoon. So maybe we'll make them go into Paris. We'll see. All right, so background. The stamp that I've been using is the specimen, but let me see if this works, because this says Paris on it. And look at that. I think they're going to Paris on their honeymoon, so I thought it would be kind of fun to have Paris incorporated. It seems backwards. I don't know, Kim. I'm still trying to figure that out. But we like to camp, and it's really beautiful up here in Montana for camping. And the cabin, it's a cabin. It's really quite lovely. It needs some work though, but we're working on it. But yeah, that was the reasoning, is just because, you know, in the summer we want to be able to go to more of the northern camping places, and Arizona was just so far. So we're gonna try out Montana for a bit. All right. And it, you know, negative degrees was a bit much, I'll have to say, but the lower temperatures have not been bad. The house is bigger here, the cabin's bigger than the house we had in Prescott. And it's got the fireplace, and it's just really cozy. It's really nice. So yeah, and I still do plan on giving you guys a tour of my craft room, but I want to clean it up first. My husband just finished painting the spare bedroom a postal blue, so I think that's what we're going to do in here as well. And we've already finished the closet. I just shared with you guys the closet. So the next thing, but I've got to pack up some of my stuff again. Yes, Kim, I work from home. My husband is a retired teacher. So we're pretty mobile as far as that goes. All right, so I love it. I hope you guys like that as well. Um, let's see. I am just trying to figure out what stamp I'm going to use here. Let's do this maybe. We'll do that in red also. The color is called Postal Blue for the room. And you'll see it once my husband finishes painting. He hasn't started yet, but he did finish his room, or I should say the spare room, which is right across from me. And it came out really, really nice. A really pretty color. Yeah, it'd be nicer, Kim, if I was retired too, but I'm happy he's retired. Okay, so he's been doing most of the work on the house. I'm liking it. What do you guys think? I think it looks great. I hope you guys think so too. Inspected. What sounds intense? The color? The color is not too intense. I wouldn't want it real dark in here, if that's what you're referring to. All right. The last stamp, this Paris one, is one from Finnabar. I wish I had the name, but I want to say it's a Finnabar stamp set. I'll see if I can find it for you, Robin. All right, so the inspected word is from the Kathy Holden signature stamp set. Again, I think Melody, trying to use what we have, right? Oh, that looks great. And then we're gonna do our little honeymoon couple here. We need to put something right here though, but not anything that's too in your face. Primo one, yes. Thank you, Robin. A bright blue. It's not too bright. I want to say it's a vintage blue, which sounds ridiculous, right? But I wouldn't get anything too bright, you know, for my room. I mean, you guys know me, right? I don't do anything real bright. But it's more of a vintage blue, and it's a really pretty color. It really is. So I'll share the room with you once it's done. That's too big. First class is too big. Let's see. Maybe a star. That's what I was thinking, Robin. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going for here. And then it will also cancel that out a little bit. So let's do that in blue. I've got faded jeans. Kind of a dusty blue. Yes, Tina, if you're talking about the color. Yeah, it's definitely not bright. It's really pretty. It's kind of like this, you guys, actually. Come to think of it. I think Tim should come out with a paint color set. What do you think? So we could do our rooms in his colors? That would be awesome. Okay, so that's that chicken, you guys. That's one. Let's glue these people down. Hopefully you guys like this. Remember, the blank tickets are in my shop. Yeah, I promise, Kim, as soon as I get it organized. I'm actually selling off a lot of my inventory. Trying to downsize the shop a bit. I've got too much. It was really overwhelming. The move was very overwhelming. And so I'm downsizing the shop a little bit. All right, so that's the first one. Let's work on the second one now. All right, so this is the two brothers. It's time for a cocktail drink. Oh, Robin, walnut stain would have been definitely too dark, I think. I love it, but not for a room, I don't think. All right, so let's do the field notes stamp. Let's see, on this one. So this one fits. This is again from our good old Tim Holtz, right? And this is the Filled Label stamp set, or the Filled Notes stamp set, Filled Label stamp. Okay. Oofa. I hate when that happens. All right, let's hate when that happens. That means I need to wash my stamps. If your stamps aren't sticking to your MISTI, if you wash them with soap and water, it will help them to be able to stick better on your acrylic blocks and your MISTI. Because we certainly don't want our stamps falling off, right? I'm a little nervous now. It's actually warm in this room right now, but I don't think I'll open a window though. Just want to make sure the stamp doesn't fall on my ticket at this point. All right, I think that's pretty good. Remember, it's just the background, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right. The next thing I used was another one of the you know, we've moved around a bit. I don't know why we do, but I guess we're adventurous. My husband more so than me. I just kind of follow him. We lived in Maryland after we got married. We lived there about 3 years. Well, we started in California. I was from San Diego. He was from Northern California. And then we met in Long Beach in college. Then we got married. We moved to Maryland for about 3 years. And then we moved to Arizona. And then we stayed in Arizona for a long time. You know, we bought the house. We had the kid. We had our jobs. And then my husband retired. And then we moved to Northern Arizona, Prescott. And then I think he got kind of bored. Oh, his dad got sick, so we had to stay there for a while. And then I think he got bored, and that's when we decided to move again. Crazy, I know. I know. It's crazy. But here I am. All right, so. But you know what? It keeps us young, and it keeps us busy. Try not to get stagnant as we get older. So, you know, that's my story. All right, so we will finish this with a blue. Yeah, my husband is more adventurous than I am, to be honest with you, Kim. Yeah, Delina, it definitely was expensive. I'm not lying, but gosh, it was all right though. Fix this here. Yeah, we like it so far. My husband is the one that moved us. We didn't rent we didn't get movers, but we had to rent the U-Haul, um, the U-Haul trucks, and everything's already paid for the move. So, all right. So there's that. Yeah, I think we're gonna be here for a bit, at least till I retire, and then we'll start doing some traveling. Once I start traveling, guys, though, we'll see how my whole crafting is affected. All right. So where are my brothers? There they are. Okay, so I mean, it says a token of friendship, so that falls within our friendship theme. So maybe I'll send these to somebody. Maybe we'll see. And then should we do this stars again, or maybe we'll do a year? Let me see if I can find a year. Hmm. Yep. All right. 1869 again. I guess they could be the same year. 1873. Let's see. 1858. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to use, y'all. Let's see. See, these are too big, I think. Paris. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do. So I did kitty corner and red. Yeah, being adventurous definitely is not for everybody. And I get that. I probably wouldn't be this adventurous if it wasn't for my husband, to be honest with you. All right, so that's what I ended up going with. And then we will put our brothers here. All right. I didn't see Jim in the chat. Is Jim not with us today? I always miss my regulars. All right. So there's the tickets, guys. Pretty easy, huh? But lots of fun to create. What do you guys think? Pretty fun? So here's where I'm going to grunge up the edges. And this is where I'll separate them. And then we'll add walnut stain to the edges because walnut stain was having an attitude because I used old paper. Okay, that's the way it goes. The finger pointing stamp set is Tim Holtz, and it's, I'll show it to you, Jay. It's this one. It's called Eccentric CMS 448. It is linked in my description box below, so if you do decide to invest in this, and I highly recommend it. It's a stamp set I use a lot. Would appreciate you guys using my links. It does help me out, and I get a small percentage, of course. Thanks, Lords. I appreciate you. All right. So I'll tell you what, you guys. So I have several of these tickets now. I will include a finished one for the card exchange. So when I send you guys a card for the exchange, I'll include one of the tickets for you guys. How's that? But yeah, so that's the tickets. So let's make a little case, a little pocket for it. What do you think? So maybe we'll do the small one first. So the reason I got out these catalog cards is because I know not everybody has stamps that has words and numbers and whatnot. And these catalog cards are great because you already start out with vintage letters. So you can easily create little journal cards or little pocket cards using these. So I think I did, yeah, 1.5. So let's do that really quickly. Let's just make this little journal. And you can use these, 1.5. You can use these to house your tickets, of course, as well. So, just trying to remember how I did this. Yep. All right. So this was just glued on the side. Let's add a little bit of distress before we get ahead of ourselves. Okay. Of course, we'll get it down here as well. And then I just added glue to the sides. Right. And then it's just a fold. Oh, Delina, thank you. You know, sometimes it takes me a minute to come up with my ideas. I mean, and a lot of times the idea isn't even where I started. Just thinking. Now this one is a little bit thinner, but I'm going to keep this one a little bit fatter. Yeah, it's fine. And you can put 2 tickets in there if you want. But I'm going to actually create cards to go in there. So if you wanted it, of course, to be, you know, smaller, just trim off the edge. But I'm going to stamp on here, and that's why I kept it bigger. But, you know, you can resize it to whatever you want, of course. All right. And then, let's see. I used... I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put here. I used the collect stamp set, which will work, right? And then we can just put stuff on the edge. So let's do that. Yeah, you know, we got rid of a lot of stuff, Kim, when we moved. And that's why I'm downsizing some more, just because the move was just... I've said it. It was overwhelming with the amount of craft supplies that I have. Just too much, if that is even possible. I know I'm among crafters here, so one might say, do we ever have too much? But I would say, yeah. Really trying to focus on using what I like, and I'm gonna really get rid of what I don't. I'm not what I don't like, because obviously I liked it when I bought it, but what I don't use as much, because I don't want to be tied down by stuff, if that makes sense. All right, I'm looking for this. All right, so this is what I'm looking for here to kind of add to it. Do something like that, I think. I'm trying to figure it out. All right, so I think that's where I want that. Yeah, exactly, Jay. You know, so when I'm doing these lives now, I'm really trying to pick out stamp sets that I know I'm going to use, and if I don't use them in the next several months or whatever, I'm going to really consider getting rid of some of the stuff I don't use. It just doesn't make sense to store something, right? Especially if you've cleaned out, you know, a house or a shed of a loved one that's passed. That really is an eye-opener as well. All right. Let's see. I have one that says tag number. Let me see if I can find that. Filed. Whew, everything's fallen out. I think I have one that says tag number. Book number. Book number would work, but see, everything's fallen out. All right, maybe it's on the other one. Yeah, so Delana, you said that you donated artwork. Yeah, that's wonderful. So a lot of it I donated. Some of it I sold. You're asking how I got rid of it. Through giveaways. I've done giveaways as well. I do bundles for sale because that helps to kind of fund my crafting. Tag number, that's what I was looking for. Or even just find a crafty friend. Like I said, Lord's gifted me with a beautiful stamp set. And, oh, I didn't want brown, I wanted black. And I sent her some items that I made with the stamp set. So if you have maybe crafty friends, so yeah. All right, so tag number. Let's see if I can come up with a number here. Okay. I want to do that in red. I love doing the numbers in red. Don't like when that happens. Unfortunately, I am a grungy crafter, so I don't get too uptight. After all, it is just paper, right? All right. And then we will put do that in blue. Yeah, those catalog cards are really fun to craft with. I got myself a whole stash of those. All right, so I've got some of these vintage labels that I'm going to put here just to offset the color. And I did also link these for you guys in the description box. I think actually instead of doing it on, oh, look at that. I'll do it on the card instead. So let's figure this out here. Okay, so this needs to be trimmed a bit, I say. Oh. Just enough to get rid of that little circle. That's where it was in the catalog box, y'all. Yes, Delina, I do have the catalog cards in my shop, and I do have a link in the description box for you guys to reference it. Yeah, that's good. All right, where is my corner rounder? Catalog cards, Tina, are in my shop, and I have a link in the description box of this video if you guys want to get some. Taylormadecards4u.com. Yep, thanks, Robin. All right, so let's put this label on the side. I also have these vintage labels linked below as well. They're actual vintage labels. They're gummed labels. My stamp sets are organized by, so season, like the holiday. I have all the holiday ones together, and then like miscellaneous, like I consider these number ones miscellaneous. But the way that I have my stamps, they're real easy to go through, so I just do a flippity flip when I'm looking for something. All right, so I think that's good, right? And then we'll trim that. I hear Max outside the door. Say, Mama, Mama, let me in. All right, that's pretty good, I think. And then we'll put a number there. Let's see. Okay, Cordelia, thanks for stopping by. That's a little too big. Let's see. Nopey, nope. Agent. Maybe I'll do agent. Yeah, that'll fit, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. And we'll do that in red also. I like it. All right. We'll do one more. One more inkage. Okay. That looks good. Now I have my little paper doll girls here. I think I'm going to put that number 785 right here though. In red. I don't know why. That's what I'm going to do. Well, is that what I want to do? Let me just think. I'm thinking it shouldn't be that difficult to figure these things out, but sometimes, you know, you want it to be the way you want it. I don't want to say perfect because I don't know if my crafting is ever perfect, but you just want it how you want it, right? Maybe not a number. Maybe we'll do reserved. We'll do reserved. How's that? And we'll do that in red also. You want that in blue? I don't know. I think I'd rather have it in red, you guys. Blue! All right, peer pressure. Blue. And oh, yeah, you know, I'm not that organized, Robin, to be able to use his inventory. I'm pretty good about knowing what I have. But yeah, I just can't get into that inventory. To me, it's just too much work, which is probably ridiculous. I get it, but I don't know. And we'll do perfection right there. Now that I'm doing in red. Yeah, but these little library catalog cards are great for this kind of stamping because, as you can see, there's still, you know, white space to add more stamping, but you've already got a lot of the background filled in, which is fantastic. All right, and then we'll finish off with a partial cancellation. Let me think. Yep. We'll do that in blue. Oh, all right. It's on his website. All right, well, Robin, I'll have to check that out because if it's too complicated, I think it was like an app before, and I just don't have time for that. But if it's on the website and you just do a check mark, that's not too cumbersome. I'll have to check that out. All right, I want to do another swipe. I need to wash my stamps. Don't fall. All right. Okay. And you know what? I have a reserved stamp. Oh, that's what I did use. See? Smart. Okay. All right. Ooh, a little bit of a smudge, but you know what? I don't mind. I don't mind smudges. Okay, so how long have we been going here? Oh, a little over an hour. Okay. Time flies, y'all. Okay, Robin, y'all, I have to check that out. Robin is my source of Tim Holtz information. she texts me when there's a sale, and she provides very good information for me. Thank you, Robin. Did you hear, Robin? Joann's might be filing bankruptcy. Which kind of surprised me. I wouldn't have thought that. I get a lot of my Tim Holtz, I wouldn't say a lot, I get some of my Tim Holtz stuff from Joann's. All right, there we go. All right, what do you guys think? Cute, huh? So we made that, and then we made our tickets, or my honeymooners. We made that today, and our brothers. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed using these stamp sets again. I know I had a lot of fun. I think I'm going to do one of my lives where we make this again, and we make the box, because this is a really cute project, y'all. I don't necessarily have time right now to get into it, but what do you guys think if we do another live where we make this project? And I will when I do decide to do that, I'll link all the products like a week ahead of time if you guys want to get them and play along. But yeah, so I know that I already did a live where I made these little booklets, but it was a while ago. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't want to repeat my content, but this little box is super cute. Yeah, it's a really cute little box, and I made this with the cards. In fact, you know, do you want me to show you how to make this box real quick? Because I did link the tutorial already out there for you on this. And the box just kind of fixes it. Okay, Robin, yeah, we can do it next week for sure, because I don't want to rush. And that will give me time to find all my stuff. That's what we'll do. So let me think. Yeah, so either next week or the week after, but maybe I'll put it out there so you guys can make sure you have all your stuff to make this. It'll be like a mini class maybe, but for free during our live. But it's a really cute little project. I actually have this one for sale out there on my website. Yeah, Funky Junkie does have good prices. You're right about that. Because I think next week we were going to do this book, right? So yeah, so I'll figure it out, but I will get this on the calendar. It's a super cute little project. And the box was pretty easy to make. My prototype wasn't so pretty. This was the prototype, and then I figured out how to do it a little easier. But super cute little box with a project. So more to come on that. Yeah, so I'll do that. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you guys have had fun hanging out with me and creating these faux tags, and giving you ideas, you know, of course, for these catalog cards. The catalog cards are in the shop if you're so inclined to get them, along with the blank tickets, and you get a nice variety. Yes, Stampers Anonymous does do free shipping. Yep. So that's all I've got, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday and week. And be watching for you Patreons for the new kit. And I'll be getting that out to you as soon as I finish it up. I just had to do some final touches on it. And then I'll get you guys the kits. If you guys are interested in becoming a Patreon, definitely check out my website. For a low annual price, you can have access to all my digitals. And then just for a monthly $5 fee, you'll get the kit of the month, and ideas, of course, on our lives. But yeah, I will definitely stay warm, Tina. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Lords, you are so welcome. And we will see you next time. Bye.